Anyways, we were originally looking at the OCG metagame. Labyrinth is at 11%, which is, I think, very expected. Branded and Vanquish Soul. Now, I will say, for a deck breakdown, that is like a new set and a new ban list, and it's like only a couple weeks in. For Age of Overlord, it's even the first week. This seems very, very narrow, right? There's like, this only lists 6 decks. It only lists 6 different decks. Of course, there's a large other portion, but you always have that. But it seems like after this recent ban list, people just like these decks the most. And it does make sense. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This looks like a good format to me. Almost. Like, it's like... This feels fine. It does. I mean, there's like... I mean, I'm used to... Look, I'm used to looking at an OCG breakdown. I'm used to looking at an OCG breakdown and seeing like 20% super heavy samurai. Right? Like, I'm looking at these decks and it's like... This almost feels like it could be a TCG breakdown. Right? Without like, you know, there's no block dragon shit here. Like, for years, like, this is probably the most healthy OCG metagame breakdown that I've seen in like years. So, I don't know. Let's look at some of these lists. So, Rescue Ace, I believe, has not changed outside of playing the Diabell Star. Which I think, if I remember, like, this card, Diabell Star, I've seen some posts on Twitter, but that card seems to be everywhere. That card seems to be everywhere. We have to recap these cards, I think, because I don't remember exactly what they do. But, like, the Diabell Star, I've seen it in a lot of decks. Okay, Purely doesn't use it. Purely doesn't use it. Tearlament also uses it now. So, I mean, look at this pile, dude. Look at this pile of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Just look at this pile of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. There's a freaking pineapple in here. There's a freaking pineapple in here. And it's just Chaos Ruler, the pile. It is just Chaos Ruler, the pile. Labyrinth is just very good in the OCG, I think. Labyrinth is just phenomenal. They got the new Butler, and they also have this other trap card, which is an insane discard for the furniture. So, like, the Labyrinth is insane. They play Unchained stuff now. In like some capacity. I've seen that a lot. I've seen a lot of like small Unchained packages in Labyrinth because they synergize really well because you don't care about the Fiend lock. And you get to go into your... Like, I think it's... The combo is here. Hold up. Arias the Labyrinth Butler is mostly played in the Unchained Labyrinth build. Among the 7 Unchained Labyrinth decks that topped, 6 were running 2 to 3 Arias the Labyrinth Butler in the main deck. When the opponent chains an effect to disrupt your Labyrinth play, Arias in the graveyard would be able to special summon itself and could be used to link summon Unchained Soul Lord of Yama and switching over to the Unchained play. So, that's a version that's apparently doing well. They play the new Zeus, by the way, which I think is a good card in some decks. I don't know if other decks use it. This one doesn't. I think this one doesn't have room for it. Yeah, not many decks that are using it, but some are. It's a good option. Also, SP Little Knight. Age of Overlord has a decent impact on the metagame, giving it a bit of new support to several top decks. SP Little Knight is the most notable card from the set and is played in almost every extra deck. That is fair. Vanquish Soul decks are running the new Vanquish Soul Yugioh long effect monster. Sangpong Man played Vanquish Soul, went 8-1 and finished first. Ooh. Ooh. Now, this is based. This is based. I like this. I am looking forward to the new Vanquish Soul card. I find it crazy that they're still running this one. That seems weird to me. Why do you still play... Why do you still play the Pluton? But... Fire to add off of Raisin? I mean, Raisin adds the other one as well, no? Can you not search the Jiao Long with it? Or is Jiao Long also a warrior? Is Jiao Long also a warrior? But yeah, it's worm. Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe you just played a Pluton because you want more fires, because Jiao Long needs to reveal 2 fires to add. That might just be it. It might just be it. It seems like a very cookie cutter deck to build now, because you just throw in all of the good Vanquish Souls at 3, some of the more situational ones at 2, maybe 1 Pluton, 1 Pantera, and then you just pair that with hand traps. It seems relatively straightforward, but I mean, I like Vanquish Soul. I think it's cool. I like Vanquish Soul. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it gets to Master Duel at some point, but I mean, first, before that happens, we have to live through Kashtira hell. So let's not talk about Master Duel. This honestly looks like a fine metagame to me. I haven't. I don't know how toxic Rescue Ace is, but I think it's fine. Honestly, Pearly I like. Tearlaments is kind of troll despair, but fine. Rescue Ace and Master Duel already? How? I mean, I want to say that in Master Duel they have released they've released these like collector rare archetypes relatively soon compared to other stuff, right? Like I think we got Runic relatively early, no? We got Runic before Tearlament, right? We did get Runic before Tearlament, so that's that. Which was not the same in the TCG. In the TCG, it was the other way around. In the TCG, we had Tearlament first and then Runic cards. So we got that early a little bit. They're doing OCG release order? Well, I didn't know that the OCG had Runic before that as well. I didn't know that. Before Rescue Ace gets support, it's going to be over a year. That is true. I mean, they they would, even if they did the first wave of support, they still would need to, they could choose to include the support from Duelist Nexus in it, but like if not, then it'll take quite a while. Yeah. Oh, I almost spilled my water.